Next up, Giants-Panthers. Panthers given 7 to the Giants, over under 44.5. Panthers get Eric Reed. I don't know how much he's going to play. They signed Eric Reed, former 49ers safety. You may know him as the first person who kneeled next to Colin Kaepernick, and that's the reason. He was a Pro Bowl safety. That's the reason why he wasn't on a team till now. Panthers needed a safety. They actually, I think more importantly, they knew the Falcons needed a safety. So they went out and got Eric Reed. And as a football move, whatever you think of the other parts of it, as a football move, looks like a good one. Panthers are going to get Trey Turner back, their Pro Bowl right guard. The Giants, Giants are going to get Olivier Vernon and Eli Apple back, which helps their defense. And the defense looked good last week, even though they gave up a few touchdowns late. I think they were exhausted because they were on the field the whole second half. This offense, and this is, as I talked Tuesday, my Giant fan rant, right? Their offense is hope that Barkley or Beckham run 60 yards when you give them the ball, and that's it. Eli checks down all the time. Even when the pass rush isn't there, he seems to feel it. It's just not good. And before the season, I think with the changes they made, we thought collectively, we thought they were probably a mediocre team, right? Maybe they contend for the playoffs. Maybe they go 8-8. They look terrible. Are they? Do you think they're this terrible?
Yeah, it seems that way. I mean, and a lot of it will depend on Eli Manning and how he's just been not good. I mean, he hasn't been good for really the last couple of years. When the whole joke about whether Eli Manning was an elite quarterback 5 or 6 years ago, I thought he was up there. I don't think he's there anymore. And you're right. He's only averaging 7.2 yards per attempt, a lot of dump offs, which I think is kind of the offensive game plan, right? I mean, that's what they kind of want to do, except when they're giving the ball to Beckham. It is a lot of it dependent on Saquon Barkley, and he's shown the ability to kind of break out in those big gains. I really, with go back to Eric Reed for a second. I really love the signing, mostly because I really love the players who are protesting, and I think it's a travesty that guys like Reed and guys like Kaepernick had not gotten the opportunity again, and that's probably a topic for another conversation or a topic for another day. But as far as what he can bring as a defensive back, really great versatility from him. A guy who can play coverage, a guy who can really stop the run. I really like that signing in that aspect. And I think I think I saw that somewhere they're planning on starting him. So
right.
It's that. It's also because he's a guy who's got support in the league from the players, and in a lot of the same way that Kaepernick does. I think a lot of these guys think that, hey, it's not fair. Maybe they're being blackballed. Maybe there's some collusion going on. We don't know. But I think the players believe that. I think adding Eric Reed, just from a player perspective, and saying, hey, this team, whatever you think of his politics, the team knows we need him, and the team is willing to bring him in despite whatever blowback they get from maybe their conservative fans. I really like that signing.
Yeah, and this is a team that thinks they can win big. I mean, they think they can win. They think they're in the mix. So at some point, you look and you're like, all right, we're thin at safety. We got to make this move.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think, he's the type of guy, you're right, he's versatile. He can come up and play slot corner. He can hit at safety. He's a good player. And he's going to help that defense. And defense is good already. And I look at this game and I go, all right, the Giants' offense is really bad. I mean, Barkley, the poor guy, can't run because he has no help. Beckham gets overthrown when he gets open. It's just it seems like a disaster. And their first 7 games are no help. I think they might go 2-5 or 1-6. I don't see this being a win for the Giants. I'm going to take the Panthers and give the points. You are going to take the points with the Giants, it looks like.
It's a little – I don't know why I feel that. I think the Giants played better last week. I think a touchdown is just a little too much for me, although I can certainly see going with the Panthers here. But I think the Giants will stick around, make it a closer game. I still think the Panthers will win, but I like the Giants +7.
All right. Right now on PickWatch with the points, 63% of the experts are giving the points with the Panthers, and fan-wise, 73% are giving the points with the Panthers.